have to mute, but there will be some feedback depending on whether it comes from your computer or if it comes from IG.
Okay.
So what you'll want to do is figure out. You see the echo?
Yep.
So you can either mute. Well, I would say maybe just turn down your IG, because if you mute your computer on the StreamYard, then I won't hear your audio.
Okay.
So you don't even have to turn the volume off on IG, but just turn it down a little bit.
All right.
Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the RPR podcast. That's with 2 E's. We on some Ohio State type stuff, even though I'm the Tar Heel from Fayetteville. Today we got a very special guest, a young man that goes by the name of JC. How is the last name Daughady or Daughady, or how's it pronounced?
Close. Daughady.
Dope. I don't know why I don't just sound that out. You know what I'm saying? So, bro, to get started, what we like to do is get you familiar with the guests or the people that will be, watching the replay. We like to hear your name, where you're from, what you do, whether that be professionally or otherwise, your strengths, and we like to stay humble around here. So your strengths and your weaknesses, if any. And then my favorite question when we start is your superpowers, if you have any. Because some of these cats that come in here, bro, their identity, they got to keep the identity hidden, so they don't want nobody to know the superpowers. You feel me?
Yeah. Superpowers, that's a great one. I like that.
Yeah, so go ahead, bro. The floor is yours, my dude.
All right. My name is JC Daughady. I am from Ocean View, Delaware. It's about 15-20 minutes away from Ocean City, Maryland. What I do for a living, I'm a transition development specialist for an agency that works with kids and adults with disabilities. So that would be Down syndrome, autistic, that would be anybody with learning disabilities. And what else did you say?
Strengths and weaknesses and superpowers, if any.
Ooh. Oh man, this is a tough one.
That's a mixed bag, ain't it?
Yes, it is. Oof. Be honest with your strengths. I mean, holy cow. I mean, there's a lot of strengths and everything. I mean, with my job, I think I got a lot of strength. I got knowledge in what I do. Smart, intelligent. I can be funny at times.
Right.
Oh, weaknesses. Holy cow. We all have weaknesses. Oh, jeez. My spelling. I know that's random, but my spelling is not all that great. That would probably be my weakness.
Okay.
And superpowers? I have no superpowers. I wish I did.
Bro, I feel like you got the knuckle puck from Russ Tyler on Mighty Ducks, bro. I feel like you got a knuckle puck. So let me ask you this: do you think that that's a real slap shot? Not that he did, but that it can be done, or is that like complete like Hollywood?
So you know what's funny about that? When that movie came out, it was a great movie. All of them were great movies, but as you know, in a lot of movies, the first one or two are the best ones. So when you do other movies like that, it can hurt the beginning, the first two. I actually tried the knuckle puck, and a lot of us that played hockey for a long time tried the knuckle puck. It can work, but then it can't work. I mean, I would never use it in a game.
Right.
I mean, I would use it playing around or messing around or in practice, but it's not.
It's not effective.
No, it's definitely in Hollywood. I mean,
so
it's a great thing.
Yeah, so to piggyback on that, have you seen the Disney Plus miniseries where they resurrected Mighty Ducks?
Yes, I haven't finished it, but I started it. I was very excited about it. I wasn't sure how it was going to be because you're taking a series like the original Mighty Ducks, and he owns an ice rink. Now he's a Zamboni driver, and the ice rink is just total, just not good. And he doesn't have the money to fix it. But I think it was pretty good. It actually kind of stunned me how good it was. Now I don't know how it ends. Have you watched the whole thing?
Yeah, I have, and I'm excited because I think they have a season 2 in the works.
Really?
Yeah. So let me ask you this: on your side, am I freezing up on Instagram, or is my audio good on Instagram, or what?
Oh yeah,
Mic
you
check
did
1
freeze
2
up
1
on.
2.
Yeah, you did freeze up on Instagram.
Okay, but the audio's still okay, or what? Okay. So yeah, so how many episodes in are you on the Mighty Ducks?
Say that again.
How many episodes on the series Mighty Ducks are you in? Like 2 or 3, or?
I think I'm on the 4th.
Well, let me tell you this: you better buckle up, because there is a cameo that will pull at your heartstrings, bro. You're gonna be like, I came here for this. I came here for this. Let's go.
Because the only reason I still kept Disney Plus was just for that factor, was
No
for
doubt.
that show. Yeah,
No
just
doubt.
for that. Because when it was announced, I was like, all right, I guess I'll keep it. And now that they're going to come out with a season 2, I guess I'm going to have to keep it a little bit longer.
Yeah, man. I know that being friends with you over the years, keeping in contact. We always have had a good rapport, just communicating with each other. I feel like you have a beautiful heart, man. You got a humble spirit and a gentle heart, or a gentle spirit and a humble heart. And one of the things that I want to know is, in those conversations, you travel. One of the things you travel a lot on is going on cruises, right?
Yep.
Now, what is it about a cruise that you thoroughly enjoy, say more so than the beach, or going to the mountains, or going to a log cabin, or what is it about a cruise that has like pulled you in, and you're like, oh, I'm a believer?
And it's kind of funny that you brought up the cruise, because I'm actually leaving on Saturday for another one. So
Yeah.
really, yeah, I'm actually going to Iceland and Greenland this time. So this one is like the big boy one.
Okay.
But to piggyback on your question, when I was younger, my grandparents, my dad's parents, took us all on a cruise to Bermuda. And that was our first time, all of us cruising. And my grandparents, they cruised all the time, all over. And ever since then, I get this question a lot, and I just like it because you go on the cruise, and you do this other places too, but to me, it's just different. You go on a cruise boat, you meet people from all over the world that work there. You meet people that are just on the cruise boat from all over the world. And I don't know, I just love the feeling of a cruise boat. And you still get to go to different countries. Okay. You visit the island for 8, 9 hours, and then you move on to a different country or a different island. Now, the only downside that some people don't like is that you only spend 8 or 9 hours at that part. But what I really like is how I can go. I went on a cruise 4 or 5 years ago that I went from Haiti, I went to Puerto Rico, I went to St. Martin and Bermuda, all in like a 9 day basis. So I like how you can hit so many different countries in 9 to 10 days.
Wow. That's dope, man.
Yeah.
I feel
Now,
like go ahead.
I'm not the biggest beach person, and people always get on me about it too, because I live at a beach. I literally live at a beach, and it's just not my thing. And a lot of people love the beach, but the cruising to me is just, I don't know. My parents do. My parents love the cruise also.
Yeah. So take us down. You know what? This is what I'm gonna do. Everybody that's here in the live, Coco for Christ, YUT 2021, Hype Keys, Edge the Prodigy. If y'all want to tap back in, I'm gonna close out on this phone. We're still gonna be live on YouTube. I'm gonna come back on IG on my iPhone, because the Motorola is the freezer. You know what I'm saying? I keep getting frozen, and I look like I got a booger in my nose, bro. So if you're enjoying the conversation, come on back. It's literally going to be 15 seconds. If not, I'll give you $100. All right, cool. So boom, done with that. Let me hop right back in. Yeah, man, that's good. So how you feeling? You feeling relaxed?
Oh yeah.
Cool. I got my team, my kids hitting me up. I just got a ride for the game.
Oh,
so
nice.
Yeah, because I got to leave shortly. So I don't want to rush this. I'm really enjoying our conversation.
Oh, no doubt.
Yeah, so go ahead and hop back in. I just opened up the room again, and then we can get right back to it. Boom. I'm telling you, man, when I do these interviews, I gotta be putting a filter on, man. I be looking rough. And then if you hit the wrong button, you look like you got lipstick on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like, oh hell no, that one, no. Yeah, bet view requests. Hopefully, some of those was any of your peoples in here. Was the YUT? Did you know that, brother, or no?
No, there was somebody from my job that was actually going to come in, but I'm not sure if they came in.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we got to turn down the audio again.
Oh, there we go.
I'm wondering if it's on my side. Hello, because I don't hear me echoing on your side. But
no.
Yeah. So welcome back, me and JC. Welcome back. We the only ones in the room. So yeah, let me post this other one that we just did while I still got that fresh, because if I don't, I don't want to lose it. I don't want to lose like the audio and all that stuff.
All right.
But I'll just go ahead and I'll just put the RPR, and then I'll put a special featuring special guest. Cause you're special, my dude.
Oh.
I always love when I get people that I have sincere relationship with, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that I actually know, because I've interviewed people that I don't know.
Yeah.
And so yeah, man. So back to it. In terms of hockey, when did you start playing? And like, so how old were you? And what was it that drew you to hockey? Because I played basketball, baseball, and soccer, right? All the way from, I'm talking about little league, middle school and high school. I was going to try to walk on baseball in college. And fun fact, I hate saying fun fact, I'm going to try, I'm doing research for the JUCOs out here in California, the top baseball JUCOs. And I still have all 4 years of my eligibility, because I haven't been to, I went to a summer course in college, but because I was a freshman, bro, I was wilding out. I was there 5 weeks. I was probably sober like 3 days. Like, I was drinking, smoking. It was all I don't blame them, but it was all the upperclassmen were there trying to finish their degree. And here I am, 18 years old. I'm like, a kegger? What's a kegger? You know what I mean? So anyway, with that being said, give me a little origin story, a little background on you know, how the love for hockey came, and how did you essentially get involved with playing hockey?
Well, I started at 3. So I started skating at 3 years old. My dad took me to the rink, took me out there on the ice, started skating, and then I started getting lessons. And from then on, my dad saw something in it that I really enjoyed it, which I did. And then over the years, it just grew and grew and grew. And the thing about hockey, just like any other sport, is once you get older, you get a little bit more serious into it if you're going to go further than where you want to go. And after a while, I started playing in high school. Then, before that, I went on the travel team. So I went from starting out playing like just local at the Columbia Ice Rink. And then once I started getting better, then I tried out for the travel team, made the travel team.
Nice. Now, how old was that when you on the first travel?
God. Let's see, I started at 3. I want to say when I started playing travel hockey, maybe like 7 or 8.
Wow.
Yeah, maybe a little bit older. But then you would travel more. So you travel Jersey, you would travel to Philadelphia, places like that. And, I started really liking it. And then once you get older, you start body checking. So they teach you how to body check. And, then that's the real deal when it starts body checking. And then when I got into high school, I played both. So I played high school hockey and travel hockey. So that's all I was focused on. I was focused on making it a career eventually, just like all of us were. And, come to my senior year, I was like, okay, I want to go to a college and I want to play, and then I want to go pro. And I went to community college for a little bit, didn't take it very serious. I went to visit a college in Boston, Massachusetts called Curry College. It was like a Division III, pretty good school. I mean, any school up there when it comes to hockey is good. But they said, come back to us after you have like 2 years under your belt. I didn't take it serious, and the rest is history, unfortunately. And it was tough, but it was a reality check too.
Yeah.
Um, so I started playing men's league hockey, and when I moved here almost 10 years ago already, I that was the last time I played was 10 years ago.
Yeah. So let me
Um,
ask you this
yeah,
before you continue. Is your volume on your Instagram all the way down, or do you have it up a little bit?
no, I have it completely off.
Okay, yeah, you want to turn it on because I don't think your mic is picking up on
Uh,
Instagram. So, but you can hear me, right?
oh yeah,
On YouTube. Okay, and Instagram, you can hear me.
yeah.
Okay, bet. All
There
right.
you
I'm
go.
just making sure because I don't want to. This is why we do the multiple streams. Like usually I do Zoom, Facebook, Google Chat,
Mhm.
StreamYard, YouTube, and Instagram
Oh wow.
because, bro, I had a set. My first guest was a homeboy I grew up with, rap with in Fayetteville, and he got 7 kids. He's
Oh
dope. He got his song posted by Crazy Bone on his Instagram, which is like, he's got like millions of
yeah,
followers.
yeah.
And anyway, long story short, we talked about 45 minutes, and then we cut off, and then we did an hour and 30 minutes. The first one came saved, bro. Hour 40 had no audio.
Oh,
No audio. And I
oh,
I was talking to somebody last week. He was like, why do I need all that stuff? I'm like, listen, you don't need it, but logistically for the podcast, I need it. Because what if
yeah,
we talk for 2 hours and it's just like this?
yeah.
You know what
You
I'm
just
saying?
yeah.
So um yeah, let me just send this text back and word. But yeah, bro. I mean, I got this on my mind. I got this on my mind too. Last night when I was at the Shell, I dropped my wallet and it had my Cash App card, my Venmo card. I have money on both of those. Has my credit cards. Somebody went to the liquor store and tried to spend $370.45 on my credit card.
My God.
Lucky for me, I was already in the negative, so it didn't even go through. It didn't even go through. I was talking to the lady. I said, "What?" I said, "How do you even spend damn near $400 at the liquor store?" You know what I'm saying? I said, "Man, I wish they sent me an invite. If I'm paying, like, invite me to the cookout." You know what I'm saying? So now I know at one point you parlayed your hockey into coaching. Is that correct or no?
Yeah, that is definitely correct. So when I started playing men's league and knew that I wasn't going to go pro or, play like serious college hockey, I started coaching my old high school. So Oakland Mills in Columbia, Maryland. I started coaching them, and then after a while, I actually started my own little business teaching kids and adults how to ice skate, and then I would work with adult teams, beginner adult teams, for a little bit. Did that, and then I started working with some travel teams too.
Nice.
Um, yeah, and I stopped doing the high school hockey because I did it for almost 10 years. It
Wow.
was a lot, yeah, it was a lot of work. But it was time for me to, step down.
Yeah.
And, I kind of wanted to work with like my old travel team again. So I did that. I did it with like the little kids, like the seven,
Yeah.
8 year old, 9 year olds, which was cool.
Yeah.
And still was running my little business. And yeah, so that's where it kind of came to a halt, and like right before I moved here.
Yeah. So let me ask you this: and I assume, yeah, but have you kept in touch with some of those kids that as you impacted their lives, or have they shared like, Coach JC, like, this is what you meant to me back then. Now that I'm older, I can express my gratitude. Like, do you have any of those relationships, or was it just kind of hit and miss?
See, the thing, you got some coaches out there that just do it to win. Yeah, that's all they do. It is just to win.
Yeah.
My whole thing was, you want to go in there, you want to make a difference.
Yeah.
So, you want to make sure they're going to class, they're going to graduate, stuff like that. So, at times I was tough on them. At times, it was stuff that I heard, and, but I did keep in contact. All of them graduated. Now some of them are working in the school system, some of them were nurses, some real estate agents.
Nice.
Yeah, so yeah, I definitely did. And it's great to see. I mean, they're all successful. They're all doing their own thing, and they all went to college. So, I mean, it's great to see.
That is
Um,
great to see, man.
Now with the younger kids, that's when, I'm like, oh man, I'm old now. Because the younger kids, all of a sudden now they're about to graduate, or like the really younger ones are, a lot older than they were, and seeing them still play is really cool. And I still keep in contact with some of the parents,
Yeah.
so so yeah.
I know what I really love is when you reconnect with them, or you never lose contact with them, and they call you coach.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
like, bro, like that. That's it for me. Like, they be like, coach. I be like, what's up? I am. That's who I am. You right.
But what makes it the best is, I moved away from Maryland 10 years ago.
Right.
And
I remember.
yeah, and they're all out doing their own thing, either about to graduate college, or they might be in different states, or they might be in Salisbury or somewhere else. And all of a sudden seeing on like Facebook and stuff, they got their first job, or they're working in the school system doing this, and you're like, all right, all
Yeah.
right, and
Yeah.
they can make their own difference.
Yeah.
And when you're younger, we were all like this. When
Yeah.
you're younger, when you're playing sports, all you want to do is win. I was like that when I played. I wanted to
Yeah.
win, and win.
Yeah.
But when you get older, you realize it's not all about the winning. Of course I wanted to win anytime I coach, but also
Yeah.
you're teaching other things other than just that. So
Yeah. And I think the thing that's beautiful is instilling them values in them. Parents do that, right? That's the job of the household, but it takes a village, right?
yes.
The saying, it takes a village to raise a child. And the thing that's beautiful about it is, for me, and this started my first time I coached basketball in Baltimore with my man Jimbo, rest in peace to him. But we coached 8 to 10-year-olds, or first was 10 to 12, and then next season was 8 to 10. And wherever it came from, probably from all the coaches that were sewing into me, was teamwork, hustle, respect.
Yep.
Right? If we work as a team, we realize there's no I in team, and we have to work together. You're only as strong as your weakest link.
Yep.
If we hustle and hard work can outbeat talent any day. And we must respect each other, respect the other team, respect the coaches, respect our parents, and respect the officials. And to me, those three things kind of had a nice foundation. I had a young man the other day when we lost. So right now, the Palos Verdes Orioles were 0-4. Technically, they're not keeping record because this is summer league ball, but we're 0-4. The first 3 games, it's either 6 innings or 2-hour time stoppage. The first 3 games got stopped. The other team got the bat last, and they won by 1 run in all 3 games. The kicker to it was the bottom of the 5th or bottom of the 4th. We were up by 5 or 6 runs every game. But then I'm learning as a coach, I always put my aces first, and then my relief pitchers aren't as skilled. So I need to have a skilled pitcher, and then a skilled closer. So today, they finna get this work today, JC, because I got the cheat code now, brother. But I say that to say we were going through the good game line, shaking hands, and my star player, bro, my center fielder, leadoff batter, he just had a game where he had 3 or 2 stand-up triples, 6 RBIs at 2 at-bats, bro.
Wow.
And we're going through the line, and he's smacking their hands, and he goes, they're like, good game, lucky game, he says. I said, bro, you ain't so lucky, because I heard that. So after the game, I texted his dad. His dad is one of my assistant coaches, told him what happened. I said, look, he's not starting next game. And because it's summer league, they bat through the rotation. Everybody bats. You can have 12 people, everybody bats. I said, oh yeah, and he's batting 12th. And then at the game, we sat down, we were warming up, stretching. I said, yo, you want to talk in private or in front of your teammates? He said, what's this about? He knew what it was about.
Yeah.
Is this about the lucky game thing? I said, yeah, I didn't say that. And he got all upset. I said, okay, well, I apologize if you didn't say that. But in my heart, I saw it come out of his mouth, and I know my players' voices. I said, okay, so I said, you're not saying this, but with you saying that, you're calling me a liar, right?
Yeah.
And I said, now, I'm going to ask your teammates, does anybody want to confess or admit to saying lucky game to the Blue Jays? They're all looking at each other. I didn't, coach. All right. He had a good game. Today, he's back at the top of the lineup, starting center field. But, you know, you learn. It's like you said, it's not always about the win. It's about the lessons you teach going ahead, right?
Yeah, and when you're coaching, it doesn't matter what sport it is. When you're coaching, deep down inside, you know, we're all competitive. You know, we all want to win. We all want to win that championship or whatever it is. And you could be so steaming hot inside, but you kind of have to, you know, you have to keep it cool. Now, I'm not going to lie. I've lost my cool a couple of times before at like the referees and stuff, just because maybe it was a cheap play. Maybe I thought they went after one of our, you know, beginner players, you know, stuff like that. But you kind of have to watch that because the players see that, and then the players are like, okay, it's okay to do that too. So, you know, it's a learning curve, but the great thing of it is seeing all the players over the years be very successful out there and doing different things. And, you know, I can't be more proud. And my assistant coaches, I had 2 assistant coaches that played for me. So that was cool. Now, rest in peace, Jeff Nordaz. He ended up passing away in 2009. But you know, I don't regret anything with that. I had my time. It was time for me to move on. And you know, I still kept in it. I didn't do the high school level. Plus, I was doing what I'm doing now for a living, and then going right after work, going straight to the ice rink.
Yeah. So, Mama Bear, this young man is JC, and I met him in Baltimore. He lives up in Delaware now. He works with kids with autism and Down syndrome, and also has coached hockey in the past. And so we're just tapping in with him before I get ready for practice. JC, that's my mama right there. Her name looks backwards, but it stands for Why Otter.
Okay.
Yeah,
hey,
so
Mama.
that's Mama Bear right there. So what I want to do now is we're gonna do a little popcorn kind of rapid fire questions. So I'm gonna give you a few choices, and you just go with your gut, whatever your answer first comes to mind. And if you'd like, you don't have to expound upon all of them, but if you have an answer and you want to elaborate and say, this is why I chose that, you know. Okay. So we'll go first. WWF or WCW?
Or WCW.
Yeah. Then we got NHL or NFL?
Oh, NHL.
Washington Capitals or Pittsburgh Penguins?
Oh, man. Washington Capitals all the way.
Hey, Mario Lemieux or Jaromir Jagr?
Oh, man. See, what in the world? I can't pick Lemieux, so Jagr.
Okay. Pepsi or Coke?
Pepsi.
Sunflower seeds or bubblegum?
Bubblegum.
Movies or books?
Movies.
Poetry or spoken word, like poetry being performed, or do you prefer to read poetry if you're into it at all?
Spoken word.
Okay. Iced coffee or a nice hot cup of joe?
Can I say neither?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, neither.
Okay. Flip-flops or good old Pumas or tennis shoes, whatever, Nikes, whatever shoes you like. Under Armour. I know you're a big Under Armour guy.
Yeah, Under Armour.
No doubt. All right, so the last one I'm going to give you, I'm going to try to go doozy. This ain't too much of a doozy. MCU, which is the Marvel Cinematic Universe, or DC Universe?
DC.
All right, bet. So listen, man, I don't want to cut it short, but I got to get changed to get ready for this game. I would like to. You said you go on your thing on Saturday?
Yeah, I leave Saturday. I won't be back to Delaware until the 4th of August.
All right, bet. So how about that week of the 4th of August? Let's plan to come in and do a part 2. We got a nice chunk. We got a little 30-minute interview. But I feel like I want to delve more into kind of some of the stuff you do for the children with the special needs and stuff like that. I think that's very important. I actually have a young cousin, Charlie, that is autistic as well.
Oh,
And he just graduated and he won
nice.
prom king for his school.
Oh,
And,
look at him.
you know, so I would love to chop it up about that. So
No doubt.
I don't know where you stand in terms of your faith or whatever, but here at RPR, we like to close it out with a prayer. And so, yeah, I'm just going to do that. And Father, you know, I thank you for JC. I thank you for the lives that he's changing, you know, whether it be on the hockey rink or whether it be helping these kids find jobs. And I thank you because he is a man of love. He's a man of sincere love and he's compassionate. And I ask that you continue to stir that up in him. Bless him in all his endeavors. It's in your name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
All right, my brother. I will talk to you, man.
All right, man. It's been a pleasure.
Yeah, always. Bless up, bro. Have a good weekend. All right.
You too, man.
All right, bro. Peace. Now we gotta shut it down. Shut it down. You came in late. My man came in late. There's the homie. I think Brian MD. I think that's the homie that was spitting the rhyme the other night. But yeah, JC, man, I appreciate you, man. You were great, man. I thought you did a great job.